Hi, everybody. So we are going to ask the cards this question: which clear sense should you be focusing on at this time? We'll give them a little bit of a shuffle. And then we're just going to do a simple 3-card spread today. And you get to choose which pile you would like. Pile 1, these are your cards. We've got meditate and contemplate. Don't let pride get in your way, and have faith in your dreams. So which clear sense should you focus on? Well, this first card here indicates to me that you've had two clear senses going at the same time, but it's almost like there's this indecision or this desire to focus only on one clear sense, when really these two clear senses are coming through pretty strong. I see that the blue and the green in the background to me represents the heart chakra as well as communication. And in regards to that, you might have been getting a sensation of wanting to speak or just say words without even thinking about it. But I also get the sense that you are feeling words or images coming through. And with this new moon in Pisces, it seems that you are beginning to really utilize these two clear senses of feeling and knowing a lot more than you used to. With this card next to it, the full moon in Leo, going back to the meditate and contemplate card, there's almost like this indecision over which clear sense that you want to focus on, rather than allowing that clear sense to develop naturally. What this card suggests too is, yes, there is some level of masculinity and action required in developing a certain clear sense, but don't let your thoughts get in the way, or even just that over analytical mind. It's quite easy for that to occur when you're developing your clear senses. So just let those clear senses happen naturally. If both of them work at the same time, the clear sentience and the clear knowing or the clear cognizance, just allow that to happen. But if it's only just one clear sense working for you at one time, let that be, because spirit is intelligent and spirit will know which method would be best to communicate through you. Well, this card here says, have faith in your dreams. And if we connect that to the full moon in Leo, it just means to not be so hard on yourself, even though you might be aiming for perfection. We all do it at some point in our lives without even noticing as well, and we end up being quite hard on ourselves. So have faith in your dreams to develop your mediumship and your clear senses to the point where it just all flows naturally. What I also see in this card with the waxing crescent moon is that it's not the end of the road yet, even if times are hard, and even if readings do become difficult. You'll see here with this waxing crescent moon that your journey hasn't ended. And in fact, when the full moon comes through, that signifies that your journey is just beginning. I can also see here that your intuition or your psychic abilities are going to be really strong, and we can tell by the growth in these plants and how they're just flourishing. We can also tell by the purple. The purple to me indicates intuition, third eye development, and psychic abilities or spiritual abilities. There's also this butterfly here. So whenever the full moon arises, there's going to be transformation within your development, in your clear senses, and in your mediumship. So I hope these cards resonate with you, and just let me know what you could take from these cards in the comment section below. Pile 2. These are your cards. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. And conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. This first card, luck is on your side. In the past several months, your clear senses have just been on fire. The information that you've been receiving from loved ones in spirit have been bam, 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 and just on point. Looking at this pink purpley color in the background of the bow and arrow, what this signifies to me is that you have felt the merge and your soul really blending with spirit, and because of that, that is the reason why information is just firing through. Information, evidence is just coming through one after the other. Bam, 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 bam. Your recipients so far can just take your readings, and every response that you've received from them is just yes, 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 yes. What I also feel with this card is that your clear sentience or that clear feeling, it could be a physical feeling, like feeling of the cold, or the feeling of an emotion coming through from spirit. It could be joy, happiness, frustration, or even the feeling of textures, the feeling of soft bread or the crust around the bread. Those types of feelings have really been coming through strongly in the last several months. And as we go into the present moment, a focus on communicating this information clearly has been occurring. With this card, you and your loved ones are safe, is affirming the messages that you may have been relaying to your clients or to your recipients of readings. And you might find that this is a common question or a question that has been popping up frequently as you're doing readings for these people. In regards to the color of the background, the blue, this card suggests that you are currently working on communicating and delivering that information, either in a manner that flows or articulating information that you have been receiving in a way that your client understands. And as Cancer is a water sign, when you do stumble across obstacles, your hard shell protects you. When we link it to this last card here, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. What this signifies to me is that by this point, it's several months down the track, you will have your clear senses will be all balanced out. There are definitely clear senses that are stronger than the others. If we go back to the first card, clear sentience, and a little bit of clear cognizance, clear knowing, that'll always be strong. But all the other clear senses like clear audience, clear alience, clear gustance, and any other clear, you'll feel satisfied with the progress of each clear, and you'll be surprised at how well you can just switch between each clear during each reading that you do. So this card really signifies like a completion or a feeling of completion and satisfaction of where you are within your journey in developing your clears. I hope this resonated with you, and I'd love to hear in the comment section how some of it did or whether all of it did. Pile 3. We have working through your fears. Communication is key, and nothing will come of this situation. In order to know what clear sense to work on, this first card indicates that in the past few months, you have been working through fears of using specific clear senses, such as clairaudience and clairvoyance. The common misconception with clairaudience is that people will actually physically hear spirit talking to them, just how I'm talking to you right now. But in actual fact, The clear audience can sometimes cross over into clear cognizance. You might get impressions of words in your mind, and you may even hear music tracks, not just physically, but perhaps in your mind. So the question you want to ask yourself is, why are you having these fears? And do these fears actually serve you? Are they your own beliefs, or are they the beliefs of others around you, or the beliefs of ancestors that came before you? And once you face those fears, once you just allow the clear audience or the clairvoyance to happen, you'll really find that there is nothing to fear with developing those clear senses. And then when we look at the next card with the new moon in Gemini, communication is key. And it's not just about how you communicate with your recipients or your sitters or your clients. It's also communication with people around you and the communication with the spirit world, with the words that you speak. And we know how powerful words are, right? When we speak, they're just like spells. So, to work through your fears that you've had over the previous few months, this present day card is suggesting that affirmations will help you work through your fears, but it's also indicating your strength and your confidence to speak, not just in your readings, to speak from your heart and to speak from your truth. And once you work through that and develop that communication, not just within yourself, and once you develop that confidence, you'll find that not only will your fears dissolve, but you'll find that your clear senses will work stronger. And the key thing to remember is that spirit will only give you what you can handle. So if spirit knows that you can't handle seeing the apparition, they won't give that to you. They might just give flashes of images or symbols in your mind's eye. Or if you're clairaudient, they may only give you phrases that you can hear in your mind rather than hearing voices or hearing someone speak like I'm speaking to you right now. When we look at this third card here, it's linking to your fears. Nothing will come of your fears if you don't allow it to happen. And the only way to not allow it to happen is to really work on those fears. And even though journaling is such a simple tool, it's a really powerful tool to track your patterns or any habits or beliefs that contribute to your current fears. But this third card is also suggesting that if you don't work through those fears and you allow it to control what you believe, allow it to control how you receive your clear senses, then it could be difficult to further develop those clear senses. And as I mentioned before, spirit will not show you or give you anything that you're not ready for. I hope this reading made some sense to you. And if anything resonated from this reading, I'd love to know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.